Hello everybody, and welcome to my shoe vlog, where I'll be mainly talking about my footwear thesis and anything related to your soul. I'm your host, James Russo. The objective here is to create a multifunctional shoe. With that said, today's episode will be just going over of who my competitors are that I did research into, and then moving on with just where I decide to which images that I should collect to gather my inspiration from to help guide me for the drawings I have back here. And then from there, just going into what I'll be working on next. And so let's get started. Now, with the problem that I've come about and choosing why I want to be multifunctional is that I feel like there's leeway and for uh, just some form of sustainability in the future of footwear, because the footwear industry, I believe, is going to be booming in the next few years. Now, what I have right in front of here is one of my first favorite pairs of shoes, which is the Nike Dunks, and lots of memories of hooping and just tearing them up, and then I eventually tore them up myself because I was just interested in. They're already beaten up from wearing down in basketball. I just decided to just tear it apart and see how it would function and what pieces are made out of it. And I just recall purchasing these with my mom back in Finish Line. Now that was kind of embarrassing back in high school, but at Finish Line, I'll be putting different shoes on, different ones, different sizes. Well, not different sizes. I eventually figure out my size, and so just trying different shoes on. And I was sitting there on the bench, and lacing them up, and then she got her thumbs on the toe of the shoe, and she's like, "Does it fit? Is it that right size?" I was like, ah, and in my hand, just like creasing them, and then I verbally say, "Just no, yeah, they're okay, And I start slowly pulling my feet back. Now, and then other problems that had come about, like since they were one of my favorites, I just I kept them, and then I decided to deconstruct it. Take the sole apart. That's how much basketball I played in them. And then eventually got a pair of Roshi runs. Now these are very comfortable. Until I just ran in them so much that the tread just smooth grit rubber, and it's not as fun as running in the rain anymore. So I decided to ditch those, but still keep them. Maybe I'll turn them into moccasins. All right. Now these I have. These are the ones I'm rocking right now, but I probably got about like at least 50 to 100 miles in these since I purchased them. Not that much. I've done some running in them, but the tread wasn't that thick in millimeters, and just looking at it, like I didn't get much mileage on it, but it's just eating away through. This might be EVA or TPU rubber, which will be getting into. This is just some like a rock plate, but Yeah, so I mean, that's a different density. I feel like this is much more harder than the rubber that's on the side. So with these all said and all of them shown, the wearing down, you know, the upper's still good. You know, these are I still got a lot more miles going on these, but the upper is still good. It's still good. Now, now, so that's why I decided to aim in the direction of the objective being it multifunctional. So just thinking of that in terms of the images and the research I conducted, and if it wanted to be modular, um, maybe something that, you know, the most pressure that is absorbed on the foot is the ball and the heel. With that said, why can't I just replace just the ball and the heel? You know, this still has some traction. Still has some traction. You know, take it apart, let the user maybe possibly customize it, different types of environments that they're in. So with that said, I have, these are just some images I've chosen. Okay, so just right here in the center, I have just, you know, the anatomy of the shoe and some, you know, the back, and this right here is just a close up of a muscle contracting. So let's start up here. Now these this category is organic. Chose these, you know, just look at the traction of the sole could be possibly, and you know, alien, yeah, you know, that's organic, and you know, some durability in the shape and the form of it. You know, that's still organic. And we have, oh yeah, this is the Golden Gate Bridge, and moving over here on the other side is this is you know, just some modular, you know, connected parts. You know, connects Legos, stuff like that. And then, you know, durability, you know, you need the shoe to be durable, longevity to it. So, you know, maybe some forms of, not forms, the material are have a greater density to them, stronger material. You know, maybe depending on types of cushioning where you where you want at in the shoe, based upon your foot, because no 2 feet are the same. No 2 feet are the same. Okay, so these are just images and tenets I gathered. And I have here just like, yeah, so these are just sketches I went about using that, you know, just staring at that for, you know, eons. And, you know, just going into, you know, trying to figure out the anatomy of it. I had learning more of that, and parts of the bones, such as the heel and the foot, where those pressure points. Maybe in the future, everybody will have a shoe that's just one of theirs. And I have over here, you know, as you saw in the organic tenet, found a honeycomb. You know, I think I found this. Probably on the sidewalk. I don't know, in the trash. You know, it's a honeycomb. It's a flexible honeycomb. That's why hexagons are great. You know, this is some packaging I have right here. Had it for pretty long, and I have not seen a this type of plastic packaging when they're all like, you know, the foam or the you know, just the tiny little circles. This, I like this pattern. So maybe this could be the structure on the inside. So all these things are here just my inspirations that helped me gather into moving into the direction of the shoe sketches I've recently done. And what from here I'll be moving on to next is keep doing some sketching and oh yeah, take these sketches right here and then narrow them down into boxes or just boxes and categories where I could further narrow down and maybe do more detail drawings of them of how it functions, because I could see like I have a lot of a good portion of these. I get a lot of my inspiration from the hexagon shape since since it has 6 sides. That took me a while. All right, so yeah, you just be connecting these into categories. Some are hexagons, some are like bands I gathered from the inspiration of the muscle, or like circles. These I'll probably put together, circle pattern shape. So all these from here, that's what I'll be working on next in my sketches, and then probably get into some unique types of prototypes. I've had a few ideas, what a shoe sole could be like in terms of comfort. Alright, well, thank you for listening to my shoe vlog. I'm your host, James Russo. Thank you.